Once again, I have a young Indian with us to talk to listen to, part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello, everyone. Good to be back. Right now, we have with us Sarthak Mohapatra. Let me say it again, Mohapatra, Sarthak
Yeah.
Mohapatra. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Sarthak.
Hello, Professor. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you for giving me this platform and opportunity to speak. I've been part of your previous Vidpeds as well, and it has been a very enriching experience for me to be a part of this very intellectual talks, conversations. So thank you for inviting me. So like you pointed out, my correct name is Sarthak Mohapatra. And so I am a little bit about myself. So I'm from basically from Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and a little bit about my educational background. I'm a science student, finished up school, straight away went to engineering. I did civil engineering from Bhubaneswar. After completing engineering, I did an MBA in rural management from XIMB, Bhubaneswar again. And yeah, then straight ahead, I moved to, I'm currently pursuing my PhD degree at IIM Calcutta. I'm currently a fifth year doctoral student in the area of marketing. It has been a lovely experience so far in my during my PhD. I'm specifically working on this idea of dignity. I'm bringing the conversation of dignity into the literature of subsistence marketplaces, which is nothing but poverty-stricken markets and low-income consumers, ridden with several different issues, including infrastructure, including structures, systemic issues, a lot of it. So I'm bringing this discourse of dignity into the literature, and that is what I'm working on with my thesis. Yeah, so that is pretty much all about me.
Okay,
Um,
so tell us about your undergraduate days in Odisha. Not many people are from there, so let's hear it.
okay, yeah, to be honest, my undergrad days were really amazing. I mean, I spent really good 4 years during my engineering, doing anything but engineering. That's the unfortunate part of it. Actually, I'm besides academics, I do pursue music. I'm a musician. So back, I mean, those were the days when I was just out of school, out of, found my newly small freedoms and liberties. So I thought, let me make the most of it. I indulged myself heavily into music, and we had a band which performed across the state. So that was all about it. But yeah, it started off well. I mean, uh, yeah, was doing classes and all, and then I mean, I slowly started figuring out that probably engineering is not for me.
Okay, but
Uh,
hang on,
so
hang on, hang on.
yeah.
Do you have a clip of your band somewhere?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we have
Okay,
multiple
so
YouTube channels.
can I put you on pause and you find a clip
Okay.
which you can play here?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, I'm going to put you in pause. You take your
Uh,
time and you find the clip. We will test it to see how well it
all right.
plays with share screen, and then we will resume
All right.
because I want to hear your band.
All right. Sure, sure.
So I'm going
I'll
to
put
put
it
it
across.
on pause now, right? We are back. Sarthak has figured out how to play it on for us. Okay, play it, Sarthak.
All right. That's me.
Okay, I think we get the idea. Let's pause
Yeah.
it. Let's get back to the full screen.
Yeah.
Stop sharing.
Yeah.
We understand. Okay, who wrote the song?
It was composed by me. This was an
No,
original composition
the
that I
words
wrote.
were also yours?
Yes, the lyrics was
Okay,
also by me.
okay.
Because I'm trained in Indian classical music. So this is my style of music. So I did used to compose music for this thing.
I think your Guruji would be horrified.
No, I mean she really appreciates the way we do it because we infuse Indian classical music with Western alternative rock.
Yeah.
So she's absolutely very happy to that I'm still pursuing, and even I had chats with multiple people. I mean, surprisingly, they don't mind at all. They're not of the opinion that okay, I'm contaminating or something. They are very happy that I'm still taking it a notch further by
Okay.
incorporating Western elements into
Wonderful.
Indian
All
music.
right. Okay, good. That was a great interlude because I want young people to show all sides, not just
Yeah.
the. Okay, so you're telling us you did everything but engineering and you concluded it was not for you. All right. So
Yeah,
then,
I mean, I figured out during midway, halfway through my engineering that it was not for me. So I was thinking through multiple options, where to end up next. I was thinking whether I should go for MTech, but that did not make sense because my BTech wasn't really very interesting. So I thought, okay, the only mainstream option left at my disposal was an MBA. And I mean, I'll be very honest, it was pretty much a shot in the dark. I was literally playing a gamble and hoping that it would work out in the sense that I will really start to enjoy MBA somehow. That was the point. It was not about working out in the sense grades or anything like that. I mean, the larger purpose was that I should enjoy, because I always had this idea of pursuing a PhD at some point of time in my life, because that was something that I was carrying right from my school. Because I've been conditioned that way. My parents are academics, so I always figured, no, I want to be in this zone only. I've never seen somebody in my family do a typical corporate job.
mm, mm,
So I thought, let me do whatever I can, but I don't know what I'll do a PhD in, but I will definitely do a PhD at some point of time. And then I ventured into MBA, and it was I mean, very very surprising to me that I was actually beginning to like the subject, even if I had absolutely no clue about some of the subjects like finance, like marketing. Some
mm.
of it were absolutely alien to me, but I was somehow very, I mean, enjoying it altogether. And more specifically, it was because it was a specialized course. It was not general management, it was not business management, it was rural management.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was going to field, I was looking at these people, I was interviewing people, I was listening to what they had to say, and all of it sort of was very moving to me. Lot of what they said actually moved me, that okay, poverty is a big issue in India, and there are a lot of other problems that emerge from poverty. So I took my MBA very, very seriously, because I thought, okay, now my array of PhD options have reduced. Now I have to choose one of my MBA subjects that I want to do a PhD in. I was still not very clear that I want to go for marketing, if I want to go for organizational behavior or public policy or whatever. But at least my the choices were narrower now. So, but by the end of second year, I was inspired by many professors, including one of my professor, who is Professor Sujit Jagadale. He was, he was teaching us qualitative research methods, and suddenly I was learning about his thesis. His thesis was on commercial surrogacy, and I was beginning to wonder, where does this fit in management? How is this management? And more specifically, he was a marketing professor. I was beginning to question him that, sir, how is this marketing? So then he sort of gave me a two-pager paper, uh, which was titled Subsistence Marketplaces, a Conceptual Foundation. And that is where, and he just asked me to please, I mean, read it carefully, very, very carefully. It was a short read. And I was very interested from the get-go, because that fascinated me, and I could actually understand, or at least from a distance, I could look at the beauty of research. Although I could not understand everything that was said, but I could understand where the author was positioning himself. So that got me very very interested, and suddenly I found my discipline. I knew marketing was my home, and not conventional marketing in the sense micro marketing, like branding or products or advertisement or something, but I wanted to blend in marketing with some sort of sociology or other social sciences, basically looking at social issues which literature talks about, which literature calls as wicked problems, like climate change, like poverty, like gender. So all of these issues interested me, and I wanted to look at all these issues from a marketing lens. So that is how I was got very certain that okay, I want to do my PhD in marketing. And even before I landed up in my PhD, I was very sure in what research area also I wanted to do my
Wow.
research, which
Good.
was poverty-stricken markets or bottom-of pyramid markets, or which I subsequently got to know was also called subsistence marketplaces. And but it was not like I was I closed my options. I was still open to ideas that we go through a very rigorous coursework in IIM. We go through a 2 year coursework. So I was, although I had sort of kept subsistence marketplaces in the backup, I was open to the idea that, okay, many new things could also inspire me, and I could also take them up for my thesis. I was open minded, but then I was so focused in my approach towards subsistence marketplaces that I ended up doing all my assignments, all my papers on that domain during all these coursework. So then it was just too much of sunk cost. And I could also realize that I actually am very passionate about all these issues. So no matter where the world is headed, whether the world is headed towards machine learning or AI or branding or whatever, I figured out that no, I have to pursue what I'm absolutely interested in. Um, yes, sure, it's a slightly niche domain. It's not as the audience is not as wide as you would expect for a very conventional area like consumer behavior or sort of AI driven consumption, I mean, production or whatever, or ML. But I'm happy with the audience that I've gotten. I'm happy with the set of journals, set of people that I'm working with right now. And yeah, the passion still continues. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So, what's next for you?
Oh, actually, next, right now my top priority is finishing my thesis. I'm almost done with two of my essays, so I'm doing a three essay format dissertation. I'm done with two of my essays. I'm left with one. So if everything goes according to my planned timeline, so everything should get over by this year, November or December. And in fact, I'm planning for a postdoc immediately after my PhD, because I'm just beginning to appreciate the beauty of research, and
Yeah.
I can't accept that I have to put a break on it
Mm.
or slowly decelerate because I have other responsibilities like teaching.
Yeah.
I think I still have 2 years of full research energy left in me before I
Yeah.
get into a job full of teaching where I'm
Yeah.
doing a balancing act. I don't want to do a balancing act at the moment. I want
Yeah.
to very solely, very narrowly focus on what I'm doing and sort of bring probably a couple of more papers in next 2 3 years or three other more papers. So
Yeah.
something like that I plan to do. But immediately after my PhD, I plan to pursue a postdoc.
Okay. And since you did go to engineering when you didn't like it, what kind of tips do you have for young people, especially those making decisions in class 11 and 12?
Well, actually, I mean, I haven't really figured out what else could have I done. Even though I don't really regret my doing an engineering at all, because I mean, firstly, it gave me all the liberty to do whatever I want. It helped me figure out what I actually want to do. And secondly, yeah, I learned a lot of things that anyway helped me in MBA. For example, all these operations related subjects, and even some of these introductory courses that we had. Even in engineering, we were learning a little bit of MBA, because I still remember there were courses on entrepreneurship, was courses on marketing. We had one of these papers in each semester. So in fact, within engineering also, I was learning a bit of management. And then
Perfect.
beyond just learning inside classroom, the learning outside classroom was just immense.
Okay.
I was organizing fests. I was taking music lessons. I was being taught by a couple of my friends who wanted me to pass with good grades. So I mean, the learning outside the classroom was just immense for the entire 4 years. But in hindsight, if somebody wants to very be more productive in the bachelor's degree, I think I was given a choice. I would not just go back and change my engineering degree, but also go back and change my science degree as well.
Okay.
I thought I was more suited to do an arts degree, something like that. Probably
Yeah.
better. I mean, I'm so interested in history and all, so probably an arts degree
Hmm.
would have degree in arts would have helped. So I would start making a change there and then figure out the rest of my path,
But it's very hard to
because
make that change, in the
I
school.
know, I know that is not.
The pressure is
Yeah,
too much.
pressure is too much. Yeah, I
To
mean,
just, yeah.
I remember preparing for IITs and NITs those days. I mean,
Yeah.
I could sense that I am nowhere close to making it through all these all these doors, but I was still not giving up hope.
Yeah.
Right. So I
Okay.
think given back, so I could have changed a couple of things there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add here?
And I think, overall, I'm really enjoying my period at IIM Calcutta here. I'm really enjoying my PhD. This is the last 4 or 5 years have been the best time of my life.
Yeah.
I have been learning so much, and the coursework here has helped me so much. Even though I have a master's degree, I had to sit through with MBA people in IIM Calcutta first year and go through the same courses again.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
initially very skeptical that okay, this is just a do-over. Why?
Yeah.
Why are they making me do it? But in hindsight, I see the rigor that they instill in me. And when I go to conferences and speak to people of different colleges, I see that rigor inside me sort of manifesting when I'm having this abstract conversations with them. And then I can figure out that okay, this is actually my training speaking here.
Yeah.
So I see the fruits of my training right now. And yeah, the training never gets over. I've subscribed to a lifetime of learning by choosing a path with academics.
Yeah.
So I'm just open to all of these opportunities and learnings. Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's say we end it here. Maybe we catch
Sure,
up
sure.
in a year to see
Absolutely,
where
absolutely,
you
sir.
are. In the meantime,
Sure,
let's say bye.
sure.
I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. So let's end this here. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.